Okay, I'm lucky I'm doing part 2. I recorded that whole vlog in HD, my old format that I changed, I think, in November to 4K. So we got 4K for you for part 2. Sorry, my wife's default settings. So the end of that story was I have to use her phone until I fix the issue because I'm totally out of space. I don't want to delete content, even though it is on YouTube. I want a local backup just for the hell of it. I think I could have backed up to like Apple or something else. Just a cyclist, let him go. This little dog, if he were healthier, he'd be running after him. Where is he? I don't want to go through the mud. At the same time, I want to make this dog do a bunch of leaps, so maybe I will go through the mud. There he is. There he is. This guy loves to chase bicycles. He loves it. It's his passion. Okay, so let's see if I can get out of here. Thing is, I took a bad turn. Like I can't escape, but I might have to go that way. I think there's a way through here. Wild animals. Let me talk about wild animals. If you don't have a gun or a rifle, shotgun, you meet a wild animal, depending on the size of it, you're not going to be able to take it down with just a Bowie knife, like clipped to the side of your waist. Forget about it. You got no chance to take down that animal. So what do? There's things you can do, like play dead. Generally, is a good strategy after you fight them off, and you play dead. Hope they don't eat you. If they're a predatory animal, then you're kind of screwed. Generally, bears aren't going to go after humans, which is good. Grizzly bears, polar bears, if you're in the Arctic for some reason. They don't have polar bears in Antarctica, right? They have seals? I know they have penguins. Let's see, seals, it's pretty easy for them to swim down there, but polar bears, seems like a huge bear swimming or traveling from North America to South America. I'm going to go with no, unless they crossed over. Wait, sometimes in my head I think you can cross from the North Pole directly to the South Pole because the Earth is a globe, but it doesn't work like that. You got to go around the whole Earth. You can circumnavigate the North Pole doing that, but anyway. Yeah, I don't think there's any polar bears, but seals, I think they could swim their way to the South Pole. Why not? So seals and penguins. So what are the natural predators of penguins then? Seals? Maybe. Or sea lions? Sea lions. No, I don't think sea lions are in South America, but seals, probably. Dude, this guy looks like he's fucking worn out. Like the smile, like why would he, if he's smiling like that, the pants? It's a pain pant. Oh, whatever. You'll have 24 hours to recover after this walk. Okay, is it time to talk about crypto? Time to talk about crypto. We do it every week, talk about crypto. So I took a 30K loss this week, shorting Bitcoin when it's in the stupid range of 27 or 26.6 to 29.2. Sure, it was 28.8 and then expanded slightly to 29.2. And now we hit like 28.8, I think, Friday or Saturday, and then now we're 27.9. Big news this weekend, of course, Arbitrum, the FUD in the governance proposal. Apparently they want to mint like 1 billion extra tokens. Not sure exactly. And this guy's trailing. Okay, this guy, he always trails, whatever, but the caboose, they should be even, these two dogs. Definitely shows he's in pain. There he is. There you are, buddy. Like, he's still enjoying life. Thing is, when you get old and sick, you still, like, want to get your sniff on. Like, what's that? What's that? Like, you're still interested. When a dog can't sniff anymore, that's when you want to pull the trigger, even if they're virtually paralyzed and in massive pain. You still got the sniff, because as my good friend said, it's not my decision to play God. Sure, but it's okay to put your dog down if they're in pain, sure. But sniff, that last sniff, I don't want to take that last sniff away from them. But if I don't have like painkillers for the dog, there's dogs that just can't even drink anymore. Not a dog like that. Just usually I say, sure, put them to sleep. If they're not taking water in by themselves anymore, you can inject water, sure. But if you really want to do full hospice on a dog or a cat, where you have to feed them water in their last days, no, then it's pretty much okay. Oh, look at that chopper. Chopper coming in. There's a shooting in my city last night. The store shooting, local shooting. Just, well, one person died, 3 other people critically injured. It happens sometimes. You wanna, it's okay. I don't advocate for shooting people if you're angry or upset or if you lose a play, but that's how you get off. That's how you unleash. Is that leash word? Okay, unleash your frustration. Sure, go ahead and pop a couple hombres, you know? No, I can't say that. But there I go, getting on the FBI and NSA watch list. Okay, I think I was at 687 subscribers. You see it go up any higher than 687, that's the FBI and NSA, CIA, they're on me again. So, nothing I can do now. But anyway, yeah, so don't kill people if you're angry. Just try to cool off. If you tried to cool off, then maybe you can go ahead and no, don't do it. I'm conflicted, see? Like, I want to say do what you want. I believe in personal liberties. At the same time, I don't believe other people should be harmed in exercising those liberties. And I got a dog named Liberty, too. So, there's my rant on the local news. So Arbitrum, yeah, they wanted to mint 1 billion tokens, and it dumped the price. I think the FUD started around 135 on Friday. Looks like he has a walnut in his heart. Would you like me to, boo-boo? Would you like me to carry you? See, he still has his tail. Hey, boo-boo. Still got that tail going, but yeah, definitely in pain. So, yeah, it sort of started at 135, $1.35. What was it? CS blockchain, or I forgot the name, sorry. CS something on chain, who were big investors in Arbitrum. They talked about the new proposal, and then Woo Blockchain got a hold of it, I think on Saturday morning, and it was like 128 at that point. It was starting to dip, or 132, and then what happened after Woo? Oh, then this morning, then Hasaka was memeing about it. It was floating from like 125 to 130, 129 at that point, 124 to 129. And then CoinDesk tweeted about it at 4:49 a.m. Pacific time, 7:49 Eastern time. And that would be they changed the time. 1:49 p.m. European time. So that was basically the dump from $1.28. It took like 30 minutes to dump. There was more FUD being spread, but it dumped from $1.28. I think I just saw a rabbit go by. Yeah, there it is. I'm not zoomed in. Hopefully with Neuralink, I can connect directly to my brain and zoom in on that. And we'll have like Ultra HD cameras, better than the human eye. If we can get vision better, why is it important to have cameras better than the human eye? Because they always say, oh, the eye can't see higher than 4K, or the eye can't see higher than 1080p, or 30 frames per second. The eye can't see 60 frames per second. No, the eye can't see higher than 4K. The eye cannot see higher than 5K. No, the eye can't see higher than 6K. Now, then they got these 8K videos now, but we don't have any displays or outputs to display these 8K pictures. So what's the point? It's just going to be compressed, downscaled from 8K to 4K, which is higher than being upscaled, of course, from 1080p to 4K, but they get ridiculous here. But eventually, yeah, we do want these recordings to be higher than the human eye, just because you can zoom in on these basically infinitely to a point. when we get so far into the future with chips and robotics, and we become slaves to AI, right? I don't know if I'd rather be cyborg or android or just a human and a full slave to AI. At least, do I want my autonomy while being a slave to AI? I don't know. Or do I just want to say, fuck it, go ahead and put your chips in my brain and cut off my sex organs and just make me a robot. Go ahead and do it. I'm done here. Or do I just want to be dead? Imagine if you died and then they just started raising the dead to make these AI androids, cyborgs. That could be the future. Get ready. You don't have to get ready now. You don't have to worry about this stuff. Basically, there's nothing you can do. All these AI they're the peace chips where you have the switch that says peaceful or vengeful in every single appliance that you're gonna buy. That might be the first step to give you an option, or maybe it's automatically set to peaceful and then you can modify the firmware. Some hackers, white hat or black hat hackers, I don't know if it's gonna matter, but they'll be able to modify the chips, the firmware to make it vengeful, to unlock the vengeful or the anger level. It'll be like 1 to 10 the setting. 10 will be like super vengeful murder, AI takeover, dishwasher, washing machine, refrigerator, or even a computer. Dude, you fucking worried about this guy. Hey buddy, you're in terrible pain obviously, so in a few minutes I'll stop this vlog and I'll carry you the rest of the way. Oh, he'll get over it. I'm pretty sure it's not life-threatening. Hopefully his organs aren't failing as we speak, so then it is life-threatening. Hopefully it's just physical muscle strain. Yeah, it does suck to be in pain, but a lot of it is mental anguish. So what's worse, physical or mental anguish? I think mental anguish is worse because you can create unlimited possibilities for pain. Physical is generally limited to your pain receptors. That was Arbitrum. So it ended up dumping from like 129 or 128. And CoinDesk all the way to 114 or 115. I think 115 and a half. So great. No, 114 and a half. So great short there. If you thought the FUD would spread. Generally, FUD takes a minute to spread, unless it's obvious, like Binance getting sued by the CFTC. That's obvious. If it's not so obvious, Tron getting sued by the SEC, then sometimes it takes a while. It just takes a narrative to spread the FUD. More and more people posting about how bad it is. Because if they have to post and tweet about how bad it is, then it's a narrative. It's not just news that instantly dumps. The news has to become a narrative to move the price. Like pumping all these coins, that's a narrative for basically any coin to pump, unless it's super obvious news with like a Microsoft partnership. But then we had the narratives saying cloud, like Azure partnerships, Google Cloud were huge to pump coins, which they weren't really with Tezos and what was the other one? I don't know. So crazy how the market works. So it's generally a PvP market right now. I mean, there is a macro you have to look at, but if you're a good PvP player, you're going to do well in this market. OT, the ZK Sync coin on SyncSwap, dipped to like 52 cents in the sell-off. It was really hanging around 60 cents. And then a whale sold 32,000. So it dipped to 52 and then it popped back to like 89 earlier. So nice recovery. So it's two things. It's the people that got in pre-sale at 15 cents that want to dump versus the people that want to accumulate, that didn't miss the pre-sale and just want to buy more, or people like even got in the pre-sale at 50 cents. I know Jez is one of these guys. They get in the pre-sale at the bottom, but are still willing to buy like 3x, 4x, 5x maybe. Yeah, he doesn't even want to move unless he's sure we're going somewhere. Hi. So we'll close it out. It's time for a close to this vlog. any other news plays. I believe so. ICE, Danielle Sesta. It was 9.6 cents in December 18th, I think. And now it hit $1.50 on April 2nd. So in just 3.5 months, we had ICE doing 15, how do I do that half? Can I say 16x? 15 would be what, like 140, 145, 140. I don't think I can do 16x, or can I? No, not with 9.6 cents. So 15.5x. Just amazing pump. And you love to see it, just because it's so bullish for these coins that you can just put whatever in and make 15x if you're patient enough. That's how the market works. Sure, the news didn't break, I think, until like 13 cents or, yeah, around 13 cents in early January that Danielle Sesta was cooking again. They were back. Let him cook. Let him cook. I think Daniela, I used to say Daniela, but it's Danielle, I think, Italian. Yeah, and he's cooking up a big pump. So apparently they're going to launch a DEX similar to Sushi Swap or Uniswap. Oh, and I think it's related to the tomorrow, I think on April 3rd, the Uniswap V2 license expires and they're not going to renew it as of yet. So everyone can just use the Uniswap V3 code bank, code source code, and just create their own DEXs and rival them. And it's going to be crazy. All these market makers now, liquidity providers, all over the place. So it could open up a new era of DEX pumps. So that's something to look forward to, at least. And obviously, ICE wants to lead the way. $1.50, man. They pumped from $1 to $1.50 yesterday, 50% pump. ICE's still on the move. I heard ICY or IC, the symbol versus the token. They're going to get a big pump. That's something to look forward to. And I could keep talking, but maybe I won't. I'll stop it. So you got to remain positive in your exploitations, because the loser who has $1 billion is going to be more unhappy and more cynical and lead a terrible life, both inward and outward generally, versus the trader with $1 or negative in their bank account, or borrowing money, owing thousands of dollars to people, or millions. But it's an internal optimist. The future's bright, right? The sky's the limit for that person that's poor. That's the good thing about being two figures, one figure. I said I wasn't going to mention people below two figures. But if I have any one figure viewers here, then shout out to you today, because the sky's the limit for you, right? Good luck. Maybe. See you all in the next edition of the Crypto Vlog.